Something like that?
Yes, yeah, he's been very polite there. I think saying that. I thought it was a poor game of football. I'm not saying that to be honest. I thought the actual neither keeper were really tested. I think both keepers had one save each to make, if that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it was a poor game of football. After the first 20 minutes, I thought we were in control, total control of the game. We knew they'd come out quickly and be very direct in what they do. They're good at what they do. And that was the case. They had an early free kick from their left. They had a corner straight afterwards. We dealt with it really well. And then we had Brighty's big chance. And we had Tom in a couple of great crosses and all the stuff you saw. And for 20 minutes, I'm thinking, we score now and the game's over. And then what was disappointing was the fact that we gave a really soft penalty away and didn't respond well to it. It looked like the wind was out of the sails and suddenly the shoulders dropped a little bit and we looked a very average team after that. We stopped doing what we were doing. And we get to half time and we question why we changed, why is the body language a bit negative, and then you come out and again not a scintillating second half by any means, but to give another soft goal, we let the ball bounce after 8 yards in the air. Just head the ball and pick up second ball, and we didn't do it. Once you let it bounce and the guy's very clever, leaves his leg, goes over, ball's going away from goal, and you give away an awful second goal. But even there, you look at it and go, you know, Albert's through at the end there, hits the post. You come away 1-1 and go, we were poor tonight for the large majority of the game, but got a point. But we don't deserve it. Didn't do it enough tonight.
I'll take it absolutely bleeding obvious. Miss Lyndon Dykes up front tonight.
Yeah, well, Macca worked hard on his own, and I just felt we didn't get enough bodies around him. And we were very good at the weekend with the same, you know, a lot of the same personnel. But we didn't get enough bodies around him, and he looked, as I say, he looked isolated. He worked so hard. But they're good. They're physical, and they're good at what they do. And as I say, I felt tonight we were way below the level set at the weekend.
I guess it helps that it's one of your experienced players who's given away the two penalties.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, again, you know, we shouldn't. We've got 5 men around the ball. Look at the first penalty. You shouldn't even get in our area.
I mean, dealing with it afterwards.
Yeah, but again, 5 men around the ball, and we should just confront it outside our area. Then the second one, just head it, and it goes away, and we deal with it. But as I say, we didn't, and we have to learn because the reaction was poor after a really bright start. And I haven't had the joy of seeing it back yet, but I thought we were very good for that first 20 minutes, in control against a good Preston team, and we let that strong start slip. We wasted it, and we gave away a really soft game.
Well, I know we could sort of say this every week, but sometimes you just watch a match and you feel the crowd would have played a part in it. Tonight I feel a little bit like one of those to you.
We just said it downstairs, but you can't moan because you go away sometimes to a venue where they would benefit. So Sheffield Wednesday, we go away, for example, we score the late goal, and you would think the Hillsborough crowd would roar them on, and it works both ways. So you've got to be honest and fair with that one. But you're right, that's the type of game at 1-0 where the crowd here are sucking the ball into the net almost, and you get the corner and you're in it, and the crowd are loud. It's where we are right now. It's where the game is right now, and it's difficult. It's difficult, and it's strange that the Championship seems to have less goals and the Premiership seems to have more goals. There's no logic behind it, but it's difficult. It's different times for everyone. But I do believe certain teams in certain situations, certain players in certain situations are struggling with it more than others.
Have you thought of playing at the Albert Hall? It's not that far.
No, apparently you get more in there, can't you? You get a good crowd in there, or a book signing perhaps, you get more in there as well. But it's just, you know, we need to do something. But also, at the end of the day, I'm not an old man, but the medical side is key. The health of people is key, and at the moment it looks like we're going to get, you know, stricter before we have a bit more freedom. So that's where we are as a society at the moment.
Another one, I suppose, is fairly obvious on paper. 5 without a win now, that's always going to be a concern, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but also don't forget we've gone to places like Sheffield Wednesday and got a well-deserved point. We've gone to places like Bournemouth and should have taken all 3 points. So I hear that, obviously, because the results show you the points column. But, you know, to go to those 2 venues and come away disappointed at a draw, it tells you we've had some very good performances this season. So that tonight was not a good performance, far from it. But as I say, we've gone to good places, and if we play like we do at the weekend, we'll be in a good place come May.
Mark, when you obviously Albert had his chance, but when you had as much possession as you did you want your sort of attacking midfielders to be a little braver when they got into those areas around the box, whether it was their passing or shooting?
Yeah, we needed to do more. We needed to do more. I mean, possession's irrelevant if you don't test the goalkeeper. It's about quality of chance, and we didn't really test him. We didn't create half a yard to slide someone in. We didn't create half a yard to get a strike away. We just looked a little bit lacklustre in the final third, and we've been very good in that area for long periods. And tonight we didn't hit those levels.
No, George Thomas in the squad, man. Is that to do with an injury, or is
Yeah, he's been injured. He's been injured for a number of weeks now. So he's back on the grass running. I hope he's not too far away, but he had a nasty injury. And Lyndon, this was probably just a couple of days too early for Lyndon. Again, he's gone away and played a lot of football, and we've paid a consequence for that.